Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about the first campaign you need to build in order to make more sales almost immediately. Let's get started. So the campaign I'm going to show you, which every online store actually needs, is the quick follow-up campaign. So in order to sell more, it makes total sense to make a quick follow-up. So as soon as somebody buys, you want to follow up and tell them, hey, you just bought something. Here is another offer which you can buy now, and it makes total sense because it's related to the product you actually bought. This brings a very big opportunity, and usually people are doing this. So in my experience, it's around 20% of people who are buying after sending these emails. So it makes total sense to raise your sales with the quick follow-up campaign. So let's take a look what this campaign actually means. So this campaign consists basically of 3 follow-up emails, which you send one day after the other. So the person comes and buys, then you wait one day, send the first email, which says something like, hey, you bought something yesterday. Here is another thing which is related to the item you already bought. It makes total sense to buy this now. So, and you can do this, and then you can do this consistently for the next 3 days. Of course, you can wait more than one day, you can wait 2 days. Depends how much you send anyway. So if you send a newsletter every second day, probably you want to wait 2 days that they don't get too many emails on one day. The next thing you can do to enhance this is, of course, to check which products did they buy. So it totally makes sense to not send random emails. If you're a fashion store, for example, and somebody bought something for, men's trousers, of course, you don't want to send them women's summer hats in the follow-up campaign because you don't really know if this person is interested in this kind of product. So you want to understand which product did the person buy. So you can start dividing your products into A, B, and D and E. I recommend keep it simple in the beginning. So start with the 3 emails. That makes total sense. You can build some general email campaigns for that. I'm sure you can. And afterwards, as soon as you understand, okay, how many people are opening and so on and so forth, you can start dividing and focus on more granular niches within your shop. So then you start dividing between products A, B and products D, E, and so on and so forth. And you send them different campaigns for their different interests. So that's the second thing. And the third thing, of course, is you don't want to annoy people which bought already from the follow-up campaign. Best practice would be to check, did the person buy after I sent this email? And of course, you can do this with Mautic. It's pretty easy to do so. You learn how to do this in our Mautic course. You can pre-subscribe on the website, which I have a link below. So make sure to get on the waiting list, and then I will tell you when the course is ready to finally build this in Mautic. So, okay, if you checked product AB, then you wait one day, send the first email, and afterwards you should check again, did the person buy? You usually would do this with the date of purchase, which is a very important custom field, which I showed you in this video. So you should check when did the person buy the last time. So if this applies, you want to end the campaign. If this doesn't apply and the person didn't buy, you want to send the next email. And this you can do to eternity. So basically you understand, did the person read the email and did the person buy from this email, or did the person buy within this campaign, which makes sense for reporting because then you understand, does this campaign do any difference? So if it helps you, of course, it would be great to enhance this and use it more and go deeper into this. If it doesn't help and nobody buys anyway, okay, it does make sense to drive this campaign. So that's the thing. I hope you learned something about it. Let me know in the comments how you are building campaigns like this, and I see you in the next video.